Threats of violence by a parent. Siblings or other fear-producing pranks, even movies. There's people that can actually, they watch a certain movie and all of a sudden now they're scared to death of whatever was in that movie. And there's a lot of movies on nowadays because used to you didn't see this stuff. And if you want to see a really, really, really scary movie, don't watch the new stuff. You're just going to see gory. You want to see scary? Watch the Alfred Hitchcock stuff. I mean, he'll tell you the story right up front. He'll go ahead and tell you the whole thing, and then go through it with you, and you're scared to death. You know, Alfred Hitchcock. And there's a guy nowadays, the guy that wrote, I can't think of his name, but it's an Indian guy. They said he's the modern day Alfred Hitchcock, which he does. I can't think of the name of his movies right now, but he does the same thing. But you watch his old black and white ones, and you don't watch them late at night.
I used to watch the Twilight.
And the Twilight Zone, yeah. Okay, so watch this one. What's that? Yeah.
Tales from the Dark Side.
Really?
Yeah, Tales from the Dark
I
Side.
saw that movie when I was a little kid sitting in the back seat of my mom and daddy's car. They were up front watching and eating popcorn and, just having a good old time. And I'm scared out of my mind over that day.
You know what scared me so bad was this creature from the Black Lagoon, and now look at it and laugh.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, that's still a bad movie.
Yeah.
Well, they did a remake one.
Yeah, it was remake. They come out with remakes.
I had to sleep with Mama 3 years after.
Yeah, I couldn't stop thinking about that.
3 years, all right. Okay, so threats of violence by a parent, sibling, and other fear-producing pranks. You know, a lot of times we think that when we pull a prank on somebody, that it's just a funny thing, not realizing you may set in motion a lifelong fear. You gotta be careful. Also, former experience are typically caused by, and this is something that I noticed about too. Have you ever, I'm not going to name off anybody because I don't have anybody in mind, and I'm trying to have anybody on mind purposely, but have you ever noticed you get around somebody and they're kind of Don Knotts-ish, and they're kind of like, and they're always, and you're thinking, why are they acting like Barney Fife all the time? And then you see their parents, and you realize that's how their parents are. One or both of their parents. And so because their parents are that way, they're that way. Well, here, it's caused by underdeveloped sense of self-worth, neglect. I'm actually should have gone down the next one now. Caused by underdeveloped sense of self-worth, neglect, criticism, ridicule, poor school performance. If anybody's ever always talking about how bad you are, in school, then you just quit trying. Or you're always being criticized. Then you just quit trying. And you actually get afraid. You're afraid somebody's going to talk to you. You're afraid somebody's going to try to get you again. They're always out to get you, so you just withdraw from people and from that kind of thing. Parents or family members displaying excessive fear, that's what I should have been talking about there, is a father who was a constant warrior, or a mother, not warrior, W-A-R-R, but W-O-R-R, or a mother who was fearful and overprotective. I know this sounds bad, but it's possible to ruin your child not only with being around a constant warrior or somebody who's fearful, you also can ruin the child by being overprotective. And I realized that when I was coaching baseball with DC and Daniel, and I coached basketball and football with DC and Daniel. What's the funny thing is, I'll go when the girls are playing, and I go to the dugout, and here's DC and Daniel, and they're saying, I said, why y'all being so tough on them girls? They go, Dad, you were tougher than us. I said, no, I wasn't. I said, yes, you were. I didn't realize at the time. I didn't know I was not. I said, boys, you better get out there, and you better go ahead and put your big boy pants on and get them out there. If you get hit by the ball, just pick it up and throw it back, But with my granddaughters, I go out there and I go, it's okay. Let's just have some fun. Just show Papa what you can do. And I seen DC and Daniel go. And after the game, I've seen DC and Daniel both go and tell both their daughters, that is not the man that raised me.
My mother was not overprotective, but I told her she better never come see me play football because if something happened to me, She'd have been limping across that field with her walking cane beating on somebody.
Yeah, all right. See, oh, I remember I was coaching. I was coaching football. We were playing Ironman, and the other team had 50 players. We're playing Ironman, and so y'all know what Ironman is. You play both sides because you ain't got the people to play two different offense and defense. And so they're playing both sides, and Daniel was out there playing. And this one guy was about 3 times the size of Daniel. The whistle blew, and the guy ran and was running as hard as he could run. Daniel stopped. Daniel's a little bitty thing. Daniel stops, and the guy just keeps on running. Daniel's not even looking. Daniel looks up about the time that guy comes and hits him and knocks him from here past that projector. And his coach, oh, I was so mad. Because the coach came out of me, and Daddy was coming out of me, and I was really going to rip a helmet off, and if there was a hit in it, it'd have been okay. And we went and set Daniel over by the goalpost, and Daniel said, "I get back in there." I said, "No, you got to get your breath back, buddy. Just sit there and get your breath back." And I walked over to the other coach, and he said, "I'm sorry, it's his first year playing." He said, "I don't think he heard the whistle blow." And I said, "I think he heard the whistle blow." And when I walked back through, the other guys from the other team were standing up, tapping their hands, because Daniel had gone over there. And when I walked through, look, I'm not the coach. When I'm walking through, I walked past that one guy, and I went, yeah. So, but still. So you can rule a child being overprotective too. Now, another former experience is, of course, excuse me, let's leave that alone. Let's go right here. Analyze the reason for your fear. Here's your challenge, self-diagnosis. Self-diagnosis. If you can't figure it out, come see me, and together we'll figure it out. If you've got a phobia and or PTSD, and you can't figure it out, what I want you to do is, whatever it is, remember, usually somebody with PTSD, they're going to be upset about anything that occurs. Because remember, any problem challenges them the size of an ant. It's going to look like a grizzly bear, and they're going to put their adrenaline on notice, and they're going to jump up, and they're going to be ready to defend or run. But usually, the thing that really causes that PTSD is going to be the thing that causes the greatest fear and or phobia. Or if you just have a phobia about something, think about what's causing your phobia. What you have a phobia about. And then what I need you to do is, here's where Theophostics comes in so good. Because Theophostics is now a prayer minister where you invite the Holy Spirit into the situation. He'll come in and you ask him to show you, go on back and find out where this began. And once you find out where this began, then you can work it from there, because it's like this. You know, I hear people all the time, when they here's a good way to find out. When they get that phobia, they start out like they're 10 or 12. Or when they get mad, they start out like they're 10 or 12. That's a good indication that that's where the problem was. Whatever, 10 or 12. Or younger. And they never grew out of it. So that's why they act like a child. You're going, "I've never seen you act like this. I've never seen you act like a child. What's going on?" And you find out, go all the way back, and you find out it's their childhood or their adolescence somewhere is where they received the setup. And now the trigger goes, and when the trigger happens, they go back to their 10 or 12 years old. So that's a good thing. Analyze the reason for your fear, then tell yourself the truth about the past and the present. The past is the setup, the present is the trigger. Surely you desire truth in the inner parts. You teach me wisdom in the inmost place. Psalm 51 and 6. Behold, you desire truth in the inner being. Make me therefore to know wisdom in my inmost heart. What you're after is truth from the inside out. Enter me then, conceive a new true life. So that's F. Former experiences. That's the number one cause of phobias. Now, here we go. Emotional overload. How many there has been stretched to the limit?
Amen.
How many has got some areas you're stretched to the limit in right now?
Amen.
Yeah. Okay. So
Elastic is somebody get weak in
Yeah,
something.
oh yeah. So not only is it former experiences, but also emotional overload. By emotional overload, here's what we're talking about. Sometimes you wind up having a phobia because you're actually denying your feelings. You got to think about this. This has to get deep in you. Because if you don't think about this, you know, you'll sit back and you'll go, well, that was a waste of 30 minutes, 45 minutes. No, this is where the rubber meets the road. Okay? Denying feelings. I must not show my pain. Usually a child, especially a child that has abusive parents or a child that has sick parents, is trying his best, especially the older children and the oldest child. They're bad about denying their feelings because they're trying to hold back their feelings for their younger siblings and or trying to, and also, remember we talked about the 4 personality types? And we talked about the golden retriever, the lion. I'll just use that. The golden retriever, the lion, and the saint or the otter, and the beaver. Well, the otter and the golden retriever are bad about denying their feelings. And the reason they're bad about denying their feelings is that the otter just don't want them to get in the way, and the golden retriever is just trying to hold back because he doesn't want to burden anybody else. Right? So I will not show my pain. Or I must not have any anger. I can't allow myself to be angry. So when that happens, have you ever said to yourself, you know, I really want to blow up right now, but I really can't. I'd love just to go in there and break bad, you know, be Bruce Lee with nunchucks, but I can't. I got to keep myself calm.
Show a lot to turn to the hook, right?
Yes, but I can't, because if I show my feelings, then the whole thing's lost. Okay. If you're not careful, it'll cause emotional overload. You'll deny your feelings, and you'll blow up somewhere. Maybe not in that arena, but maybe before you get to that arena or right after that arena, you're going to blow up, and it's not going to be pretty. Right? Now, here's another sanguine, here's another golden retriever and otter problem, but it's all everybody's problem, especially those two. People pleaser mentality will cause emotional overload. I must keep everybody happy, and I must prevent anger. When I'm doing it to myself, I can't show my pain, and I mustn't have any anger. Just like I said, there's an older child, or maybe you've got 2 spouses, or you got a couple in marriage, and one couple is always showing their feelings, so the other couple says, I can't show mine. You know, because I'm just going to compound it. And so one's letting it rip and tearing people apart, and the other one's holding it in and tearing his own self apart. Neither one of them are healthy. Now, the people pleaser kind of goes along with it. I must keep everybody happy. I must prevent anger. I can't, whatever I do, I got to make sure that I don't mess up. Because if I mess up, I'm causing a problem. And it causes emotional overload. When you feel like you can't mess up. Do you ever feel like that? I can't mess up. Nothing I do, that's right, I can't mess up. If you start to feel like I can't mess up, it'll cause emotional overload.
My dad must have written this.
Is like your daddy?
Well, I mean, I was raised like this.
Okay.
I
Okay.
had to be Jacqueline Kennedy in a funeral, everything.
Wow.
It's just unreal.
Wow. And then, here's another good one. And this is emotional overload, which again contributes to phobias and to PTSD, the severity of the PTSD, and can prevent the healing of PTSD and prevent the healing of the phobias. Watch this. Internalizing stress. I have a lot of hidden anxiety and no outlet for venting my emotions. So when it does come, it's nasty. because you're walking around, everybody thinks you're so cool, you got it together, you know, but deep down inside you're going, I can't show my pain, I can't have any anger, I've got to keep everybody happy, I've got to prevent anger, and I'm trying to please people, I'm denying my own feelings, trying to people please, and now I'm internalizing my own stress. And when I'm internalizing my stress, this is where high blood pressure comes from. This is where we have not only high blood pressure, but you have problems, you have strokes, you have heart attacks, you got all kinds of, your sugar goes out of whack, all grades of mess goes on when you're internalizing stress. And you got to find a place somewhere, somebody, somehow. You know what I do a lot of times? I get in my car and I'm riding down the road and nobody can hear me. And I set the person down that I'm having a problem with in that seat. Oh, they're not there. They have no idea. But I set that person in that seat. And I tell them how they make me feel. And I tell them why, and I ask them why. Of course, they're not going to answer. If they answer, then you got a problem. And then I just tell them exactly how I feel. You know what Abraham Lincoln did? Abraham Lincoln had a problem with his generals. And he couldn't get the generals to fight. Finally, he got Grant. Everybody said, well, Grant's a drunk. He said, he might be a drunk, but he'll fight. But none of his other generals would fight. And he would write letters to his generals. He would write letters to people he had problems with. He would say everything he wanted to tell them, everything. And then he would fold them up, put them in an envelope, and stick them in his desk. That's right. And then eventually he'd take them out and burn them. He never sent them. Never sent it to them. And so sometimes I get in my car and I do like Abraham Lincoln. And I don't write it down, but I do say it. This, you know, I don't understand. I don't know why you're acting this way. You're not responding in the way a Christian should respond. You're responding in the way, whatever a person should respond. And I just want you to know that I'm really having a hard time with this. But I'm talking to the person in my passenger seat that's not there. Of course, I imagine some people ride by and look at me and think I've lost my mind because I'm going.
I ran through a bike this about 15, 18 years ago, and I had a doctor's appointment. I walked in my doctor's office, and I was just sitting there.